Okay. In the answer question there by 2016, the first question, the answer, what's it saying? Question 9. Which of the following number lines illustrate the solution of the inequality? 4 greater than or less than 1/3 of 2x minus 1 all into brackets less than 5. Okay, so the answer question 9, 2016 June, we by inequality, and I say the number line I fit it into this, so we just try and solve it. Send can inequality a double C, and just a science a mu back. Then I'll be all splitting into 2. Because it's split into 2, one side, one inequality, one side. Now they are solved. We use on for that side, no solve. Do you get it? Okay. To say never no. The other say it didn't can ignore we. Na ya faha. This all for now. We say we 4 less than or equal to, okay, 1/3, 2x minus 1. See, now solve. Okay. Into yes, as you know, we need 3, so you multiply through by the LCM. About 12 or the denominator. Now how call it 2x minus 1. See, okay, so we are going to have who is going to give you 13. So we divide by 2. We divide by 2. We be trying. Okay, so we are going to have 6.5. We have 6.5. All right. So for the first part, what's we see in when your x is greater than or equal to 6.5, and that's a 6.5. And when you now what's our the other part, and then what's solve. Okay, in the end, for sense solve. In the end, we could say 1/3, okay, 2x minus 1 greater than 5. The same approach. 3 multiply through. Into where we have 2x minus 1 less than 15. But your sentence say, okay, we are very simple. You know how you take the LCM or the denominator, a 1 fraction. Now they are multiplied terms in the room. How do you 2 terms? We are 1 term. We use another term. To we use twice. To 1/3. What do we multiply with? Now 15. Now 2x minus 1 infinity. So this is going to give you 2x. Then 16 goes here. Okay. So your x will be less than what? 8. But what I say? Good. In the same way, we will fuse in the middle. Now in the fusion, this is going to happen. What be now your x? Say no less than 8. Now the same x is greater than that. What? 6.5. Are you okay? Good. What do you do? If you ever construct a number line, what's your number line now? Say 6.5 for her. Okay. And 6 what has here. Even see be have 7. This have in infinity. Now, what your I'm say 4 no. We know just put it here. Okay, now I 8. See. So this is going to be like this. We're two knots no. Now I cross it. But because the equal to sign is here, what do you do to the equal to sign? What do you go to the beshaha? Channel so we besha 6.5 in 15. Tell me now 6 never have baby. This is how it's going to be like. In 2 pair be 6 and 7 in 15 then just try and put that together. It is a share of possible answers ni more we know D no and then fit. So the answer to the A B D. Okay, A B D. All right. So what I say, after you answer question 10, I know your question be on quadratic, how you can use roots and products and so between there. I solve question 10. What's it saying? What's it if the roots of a quadratic equation are 4/3 and minus 3/7, find the equation. Okay, into question 10 of 2016 June question saying it here. You see our quadratic equation be now quadratic equation the roots in the 4/3 minus 3/7. Those are the roots of the quadratic equation. Enables us a quadratic ebenya. Okay, a quadratic ebenya. These are the roots, a quadratic ebenya. Okay, so what do you do? Over there now with me as of those are quadratic. Any idea? Okay, so now there are 2 basic principles we how bit me use. So one of them is a shorter one, the other is a bit more and then they say for quadratic be and rule here very simple. You say x squared, okay, minus the sum of roots, okay, then plus product of roots. As a channel, no, and So the sum of roots x plus product of roots. I said no. Or quadratic be we say na we say na and then fa. But also what I say. Okay, in say for sum of roots no. The roots na wunya na kaboom. Now to negative. Now the x or whatever variable you will now be shim plus the product raw multiply no. We will now simplify we know what the quadratic is. I hope it makes sense. Okay. So that's going to give you 0 when you have a quadratic. Let's take the sum of the roots. Into 4/3 plus minus 3/7. We are 21. Those are the LCM. It's 7 times 4 is 28. But what I say? Now 21 divided by 3. Now we sum minus 9. Okay. And I just 4 times 7 12 rather. Okay, I'm correct. 21 divided by 21 divided by 7 no amount 3, right? 3 7 21. Okay, so 3 times that is going to give you 9. Okay, so let's correct that. This is going to give you 9. Into what we have 28 minus 9. Now what is 28 minus 9? Amount say this is going to give you 19 over 21. What I say? 19 over 21. Then you now come to the product. Product is just say roots no. Now multiply. Into 7 is saying, we have 4/3 times minus 3/7. What happens? We will try with. So we are going to have minus 4/7. Guys, are you okay? What I say? That's the general rule. So it's a back of Japanese quadratic applies our principle here then, and that's way. But the roots no, nekaboom. Now product so multiply. Who we are now the shaha. Okay, into you go apply shaha. Say x squared minus the sum of roots. Sum of roots is 19 over 21. It's then I'll be the x squared minus 19 over 21 because variable now you use near x no. So the x near there. What I say? I feel near a cost. What do you get for the other one? And so I'll say minus 4/7. Send the achieve. Put that no. Okay. So equal to 0. So what do? We will show my then number here. We multiply by 21 because then the LCM name no. Okay, so then multiply by 21. 21 fema, what we have 21x squared L. Now we have minus 19x. Now we say no. What is 21? Baby, I'm a 3. So minus 4 times 3, no, you say 12. And yes, sir. To be minus 12 for her. Now up to 0. So we are going to get 21x squared minus 19x plus 12 equal to 0. Minus 12 equal to 0. It is our share possible answers A, B, C, D. The obvious answer is A. Into quadratic we say no, the solution A. Do you get it? Into x squared minus sum of roots plus products equal to 0. Sana is all the year Juma. Bashan is the B x. So quadratic can say be a different letter. A B M and N over ho. To offer some of roots now, send the offer some of roots now, what carbon for perfect 19 over 21. Product and so 1 multiply minus 4/7. We are now walk send the say and now they are shimo. The shimo honoma, the BR to the amount. So our answer to question 10 and no A. Sana 2016 question objectives no over solve no. Question 11 is a very interesting question. If terms are now expressions a bit like I say where they are undefined. And also you're solving the same. Question 11, objectives. Or say, find the values of y for which the expression y squared minus 9y plus 18 all over y squared plus 4y minus 21 is undefined. Okay, you answer question 11. No, send a question 11. Or say, expression we see, then the values of y are undefined. Then the values of y are undefined. Send a dinka can so a function be undefined that a function also divided by 0. They tend to say if you are something divided anything by 0 money be like 0 just be anyhow. And a division just say oh child here. Now bet me as a sad dear chama like nobody. Where read them will be any them what now eduani crowd say oh che obi crowd over cast a wide day. Say be home of chima. So I say the answer the divided be no. And was set your war on more mobile at the crow, answer were divided. Or mass cassa no sad, no, can say undefined. And the undefined simply means that you are trying to divide by 0. Oh, child, dear, ebra will be any will be receive. Over there, watch it. That's undefined. Okay, so anytime there's a function, here catch will say the function is undefined. The child will say, what are the values of the function? Why never ma asia when I 0? Because once the denominator is 0, the division process does not make sense. You can say it is undefined. You cannot explain it. All right. In say you solve as a teacher so undefined expression BR. Take the denominator of the function and equate it to 0. Into where your y squared plus 4y minus 21. And the Ebusa say equal to 0. We're a simple quadratic. In say what are the two numbers are? Oh yeah, ubit me. Enya. Very simple. Examine the bar object say ya pet. Nya fi na be ni matin bia. Take your calculator. Ne call wave function. Send me din kan no. Opa mo ya ko hwe your website or no www.learnwestafrica.com. Ne ko share your video na explaining calculators no. Okay, subscribe to that. Ne share a bit me short calculator techniques are bit me there useful. We say you just use it on a calculator. No wabo, obo calculator and pay. You should be able to get your answer. Into your two numbers are you multiply the factors of 21 you can adjust them either by addition or subtraction. Now amount positive 4. Into your bed into we say uper bit me akabu no ashe. 6 minus 7 mouse what I say 6 minus 7 we 3 minus 6 is it going to give you 4? Okay, is it going to give you 4? No. Now wash it we so wash it 3 minus 7. So your answer is going to be C. What I say because that and now kabuma ebema the kind of answer that you are looking for. Into the possible answer there would be C. What I say is C. What the calculator shima be answer straight away. Okay, so we use to see. Not just question 11 and 1. We are the better home. After you question 12. Question 12 so will be a simultaneous equation. You share question 12. Given that 2x plus y is equal to 7 and 3x minus 2y is equal to 3, by how much is 7x greater than 10? Okay, so what I say, I question 12. Now, one of these two equations, so say 2x plus y is equal to 7, 3x minus 2y is equal to 3. Send a question they didn't can share. And they say, by how much is 7x greater than 10? By how much? It is over 7x. Now the total 10. Difference will be saying, I said, I don't know. Okay, 7x greater than 10 by how much? Over x, over 7x, what for 10? What is going to be the difference? The only thing we will be here is who know the value of x. So, a question better show. Again, like I've explained, or calculator way, we will solve it straight away. Simultaneous equation, about objectives. No, use your calculator to just work it out. Send about save time. What will the calculator solve? All the calculator you solve pay. We will x and y, and also patcho wait my video. No, but I'll just explain it. Everyone say yes, solve simultaneous equation. How would you go about it? Okay, into the way. Now into 2x plus y equal to 7. Now 3x minus 2y equal to 3. I'm doing this means so we say the the calculator now pay the value of x no. It is all per x the most effective means I'll bet me use to do substitution or open so bet me use elimination. Elimination is necessary. Variable back man free. It because the x now open no. What variable when you see you free. You see you are energy. Two ways so you are any free also there. You need to make sure that the coefficients are what the same. Because the numbers now at it no. I was say a yepe. Sana they be a judge elimination method no. So coefficients in your part eliminating it will be a problem. Into so would in can man yepe. Nipe no so obey no. Shannon so the obey say it was set or multiply equation it through by a certain number, a constant. That's the only way with the coefficient being the same. Into yen share side we see. If I say we in the yepe. So what do? You just have to multiply the first one by 2. What I say. The entire multiply by 2 is send a bit of 2 amount of shaha. Anyway, na so. Okay, so equation 1 by 2. We have 4x plus 2y equal to what? 14. You multiply by 2 no. What I say. Now I say at the end there you are maintaining the 3x minus 2y is equal to 3. Yeah, so what do? We add. We add it because signs need a opposite. Okay? Simultaneous equation there. Upe muche mupa me pacho subscribe to revision course no. Website on them. You bet show simultaneous equation kama. But we say reviewing it no. Nyama na jasu kakra. Okay. So ube add it. Add it. Pe binya 7x oha. Okay. Equal to what is 14 plus 3? And so now say 17. Okay. So your x is going to be what? 17 over 7. 17 over 7. If you see by how much? What to 2 home? It is upper 7x. We are 17. X we T 17. It is how compare 17 to 10. What is going to be the difference? Yes, by how much is 7x? 7x is now 17. What do you compare 10? Yes, about 7. That's just what we mean. Okay. So the difference there should give you 7. Should give you 7. Just say Juma. Good. After you answer algebraic fractions questions, so question 13, or say simplify 2 all over 1 minus x minus 1 over x. All right, so question 13, then you see 2 all over 1 minus x minus 1 over x, okay? 2 all over 1 minus x minus 1 over x. These are the possible answers. And the busa say and simplify, okay? Kai, we are there, algebraic fractions. Algebraic fractions. Into yen, bombo de say best of into 2 over 1 minus x, 1 over x. Algebraic fractions. Say they didn't fraction beyond I hope I will simplify as open the LCM. The LCM the denominators. 2 denominator now 1 minus x will have or denominator there. Now algebraic fraction you didn't say it was set for algebraic fraction beyond the LCM should be a certain term expression now you can get the denominators. Algebraic fractions now being woman I don't know. Expression and now create expression I will be side denominators no every move. That is how algebraic fractions work. Are you okay? We say in one term, 1 no, and x no, or more bang, and x no so into your pen LCM the bed then, x into bracket 1 minus x. The reason is that so far we me boma, we was the x shim, 1 minus x so then, and so shim. You get it? Into your many very easy saber solve. Into your fiance, okay, we boma, then I'll we anyway a fat, into your x for her. Okay? Now if you x now multiply 2, now have 2x. If you know about the other side, we anyway, when is share x ne x way in the share. If you work 1 minus x, now 1 minus x now I multiply the 1 ne was 1 way. Okay, then so I'll be now saying 1 minus x. But Shannon so because 1 minus x ne corner, I saw the brackets never into minus 1 minus x will have fair. Okay, young coin negative in you're going to get 2x minus 1 minus x all over x into bracket y minus x. Actually, come. It will simplify. Then I'll be 2x minus x, you're saying x minus 1 all over x into bracket 1 minus x. That's all. What simplified? Into your fee, young cock, name concussion, say, we want to share. So, do we need a shading name? Come, A, B, C, D. A chinny be who say, D and then answer is here. It will say x no and y x into brackets 1 minus x. What we will do? What I say, take simplification as an answer. Oh yeah, not just a question 13 by no. This is how we solve it. Question 14, you change your subject. Make S the subject of the relation. P is equal to S plus SM squared all over NR. Okay, so to question 4, no, you change your subject question. What I say? You perceive making S the subject of the relation, say P is equal to S plus SM squared all over NR. Me patro shade people say one say who square term ni say na square na M no kwa na e ka no. Ti M no kwa na e ka no, enka S no. So that's just what you need to know. Obi one ma o ye pe na or the square na akofra S no. S na e ka no ho no. We pe obi nya issue. what I say, very simple. Over any day. Over any day. Okay, now there are two approaches to be with me. So we are. We want to multiply through by NRP, no. Okay, straight away because send a name fraction. You see, change of subject and kasana. You busawa send me a letter is subject. I say when your equation you catch us a solve. Sana into send a solve equation. Sana and change subject. In fact, changing of subject is the basis of solving an equation. Onumuna equation solutions then if free. We then let's just go through the normal. Yes, so you just multiply through the expression by what? The denominator. Denominator will be a 1 NR. Into 10 b won't be another NR never multiply no. Okay, because you just have one fraction. Okay. Alright, into opa with me and the then a wait me and see what the NR never multiply. I will show NRP. What I say because we know NR equal to multiply half when you NRP. No, I second way S then one multiply with when you a SNR senior. Okay, now has it so waba now one multiply and also so one multiply her by NR between so what I say I saw the NR na ha between sa it work usaba can the S plus SM squared. Okay, you say S now pay. So what do? You just make X S you factor out S because any like terms. So unim terms any like the only way between simplified terms any like is to factorize. What I say factorization is step up. Yeah, this simplified terms are any like. Letters ni wumi nyina pe almost when nsusu nyina pe. And like terms so you factorize. Into we factor out S no ha. My S ni nyina bontin. Now for my calculum NR plus what? M squared. Now we see when you NRP. What you want? Fair. Afi no divide her NR plus M squared. No divide her NR plus M squared. So this will just cancel that. Now so be here no free. We any from our S is equal to what? NRP all over NR plus M squared. Addition a commutative. Just say what done now it me NR plus M squared. Who's what M squared plus NR? It was the corner. Until you can compare. So the back has here. What do you see? A straw NRP. In the end, you share the straw no NRP. You will say nipa minu NRP. Ne anyway. Almost straw near NRP. Now you share see how. Why not also cry NR plus M squared? Anyway. So to the two say near. We will say C no and the correct answer for 14. I make it as a subject to be. Question 15, a factorization. Factorize, bracket, 2x plus 3y all squared minus, bracket, x minus 4y all squared. The question 15 here by Senior 2x plus 3y all squared minus, now bracket, x minus 4y all squared. But then I solve what's our problem way. Okay, the we have factorization. Problem is actually factorize it. If it's not similar problem, I say simplify. I was going to say the crop. Into I say then the crop. Factorization a bar. You will at least two types. Bit me, I will bit me a spot. I mean, make it a point and a 12. So and they say, Ubenya the expression was what tin. Now, if you know what gather terms now, it look like no. Now, like terms and their symbols, you bring them together, then you factorize. And only you're one of them. The other style of factorization, if you with my bias, how do we say? And then, refer the difference of two squares. Difference of two squares. Mass, make a difference. You just say, be a subtraction of them, a difference. The difference between A minus B, A minus, like A and B, A minus B, as a channel, and B minus A, any of them. Once a minus, no. All right. Now, you try there. We will say 10b squared minus another thing squared. A very difference of two squares. Just say a near me a square minus a done term. It is any time objective problems. Everybody can say you know a square minus them be a difference of 2 squares. In Chile, say, you see a squared minus b squared. Just say b a square minus another term b a square. The answer a plus b in one bracket and a minus b so in another bracket. Okay. All right. We have revision course now. We won't change it. It is saying here the simplify problem no. Now, what the way to question here we are 2x plus 3y no squared. Minus x minus 4y no so squared. On so into what do? We apply difference of 2 squares. Rule say for first term no, for second term no in one bracket. There be another bracket. Never first term, let's subtract second term no. We are what simplify the open. Into our first bracket no. It's going to be our first term a. Into when the begin what my a no. But what who we begin my a because wait for we say a squared minus b squared. Wait for we say into a divided 2x plus 3y. Plus ubi we x minus 4y. So a plus b then we other principle across at twice. What be 3x waha 3y minus 4y minus y. So into first term we na wenya wo. Okay. Also we objective question and now the why here to two. The one so ube hu we na no be compare answers now. 3x minus y, 3x minus y. I say answer either say A and answer the D. The first part, if second part, into A plus B, the result the. If you A minus B, what for first term, no subtract the second one, so free. Okay. So what happens? And so you have a first term, no, 2x plus 3y. Okay, minus B. Into subtractive way. Over negative no room. To minus x plus 4y. I guess what we need to is because the negative is entering. So this is going to give you x plus what? 7y. Are you okay? Into your first bracket, in 3x minus y. Second bracket, now x plus 7y. Yam kon kwahwe. Answer no e 3x minus y enu ni x plus 7y and so enu ni nti se wo ho no ma question 15 na wa fa pencil na wa shade e na perfect. Here's question 40 objectives. Simplify bracket p minus r all squared bracket close minus r squared all over 2p squared minus 4pr. All right, into you simplify we bracket back p minus r all squared minus r squared all over 2p squared minus 4pr. And then A, B, C, D as our possible answers. Now problem is say what is going to be the answer. So okay, question you didn't cancel 15 year yeah. Is it showing you something? What do you see? Where are they? Difference of 2 squares. What I say? B squared minus b squared. Just get that. A very, very key fundamental aspect of algebraic simplification. Difference of 2 squares. Many times exams, especially objectives, we won't say that question before. All right, then to us, say the new rule that I know. A squared minus b squared, just say one bracket, a plus b, another bracket, like that. Are you okay? Into the numerator, no? Into say the name a squared minus b squared, no? Imran say a plus b, one bracket, other bracket, a minus b. What you say and what you share fair or into you have our a plus our a no, and we now we are a b. Into the numerator, and p minus r. What I say, p minus r, our a plus b plus r. Say, hope you are following. Because a squared minus b squared into a p minus r, and our b is here r. B in r squared. So watch it. Okay, into our a plus b, one bracket. Another bracket, our a p minus r minus b minus r. See, that's our numerator. Okay, say ha. For now, we will maintain it down. No? That's why we will factorize it. Say we p a common. To wait the 2 number. I want to p. I want to p minus then 2r. But also what I say. All right, into a share, the binya waha. Into minus r plus r. That's going to give you what? 0, right? Minus r plus r. To handle binya p. Now hana ma p minus 2r. Now I say na kwa 2p into bracket p minus 2r. So watching the perfect. It's in the one that happens. We be divide way. So this thing will cancel that. What are you going to get? P is p to be 1 over 2, say. Simple. All right. In this also problem question 14, the first one says no. You have A. To simplify the one solve can half. Question 47. How to write mathematical relations. On so saying, Halima is n years old. Her brother's age is 5 years more than half of her age. How old is her brother? Okay. Yenshwe problem here okay. 47 and wakano. Or say Halima is n years old and her brother's is n years. Her brother's age is 5 years more than half of her age. Okay, and in the problem, let me say we want to find how old the brother is. We want to find how old is her brother. What I say? How old is her brother? Indeed. Yeah, problem. Halima is n years old. Okay, and the brother's age is 5 years more than half her age. Indeed, possible answers here. There might a penny brand like the brand and the age. The expression for the brother's age. What do we do? Okay, it's here there. So Halima need the n years. Now, what problem about I will try anyway? The guy say you can't more than less than a baby. I say oh add there now subtract it. But you get it. Is a bit try. It's either you are adding something or you are subtracting something. That's what the more than actually means. Okay. So Halima is n years old and the brother's age is 5 years more than half of her age. All right. Into Halima already and half of Halima's age better than half n. And that's going to give you n over 2. But also wonder what I say. Into half of Halima's age in n over 2. And I say the brother's age is 5 years more than half of her age. It's very simple. I say no, half of her age, so the 5 years come out, the brother's age. So this is the brother's age. N over 2, half of Halima's age. Now the 5 years are come, the brother's age. So all the tools you should be able to get the D being your possible answer for question 47. We are also perfect. Usual theory question about 2016 June. Question 3. Or say, A. For what values of x is the expression 5 all over x squared plus 2x minus 8 not defined? Okay, so question 3, a theory question 2016 June. Send a you didn't really question. I know you. You see, if I share the values of x a function we not defined. But what I said, the function not defined. So guys are not defined, and undefined in pet, and we'll have already explain. We undefined B idea what all your so be divided by 0. You will try to divide the function by 0 pet, the function is undefined. Into numbers will be shape every asiana than 0. No? Those are the values that will make the function undefined. And you see, say we just take the denominator and equate it to 0. Very simple. It will be fun way equate it to 0. So we have x squared plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. We're a simple quadratic. It's quadratic. So what do we do for the quadratic? Yes, I put two factors of 8 maybe it's me. I just never mind say. Never mind 2. Right? What are the factors of 8? What are the factors of 8? Say the name no 2 and 4. The 2 and 4 we never far. And we never far. we say you do see obviously the calculator as solve now when your answer not to check it, but because it's a way yet theory so we show working. So you need to go through the whole factorization process. Now when your calculation and kasa. But what I say, when your calculation and kasa. So 8 the factors a bit me how do you call it? 2 and 4. And yes, I said 2 times 4 will give you 8. And also the bit me adjusting na positive 2. So which of them will we select? Obviously, we find minus 2, 4. Because minus 2 times 4, now negative 8. Now minus 2 plus 4, now plus 2. As we said, we would also solve it quadratic here. So we have x minus 2, x plus 4. So your x minus 2 will equal to 0. And remember 2. Now for your x plus 4, and also equal to 0. Into your x is going to give you minus 4. And we say what I say. So what it simply means is that the chair will have to say, sir, functions we in x equal to 2, x equal to minus 4. So all the shimpe denominator better than 0. So these are the values of x that will make the function not defined. Question 3 and one. What I say? B part is a word problem. The entire dream party bia. Yes, 3 times the age of Felicia is 4 more than the age of Asari. In 3 years, the sum of their ages will be 30 years. Find their present ages. B part, now say 3 times the ages of Felicia. Send a question in kind, and my reproduce one. Send a baby. So say 3 times the ages of Felicia is 4 more than the age of Asari. In 3 years, the sum of their ages will be 30 years. Find their present ages. Questions we say about it have been pa. But for sabitier, send the kaka, mama from the sector. Okay. And you say 3 times the ages of Felicia is 4 more than the age of Asari. Here. Question about send similar question. Here. Nima kiti be a word problem set is muna. I was said the be a moody 2 and 3. We are a pair only problem. Be a catch or said 3 times, 4 times, 2 times, twice. A multiplication. What I say? 3 times multiplication. Twice of his age, a multiplication. I saw this adding 2, 3. I just say, whatever, I declare about shakono. I say, if you are whatever multiply. That's what the times and those twice, thrice means. Enti, oyepe, the SO and say, look at what is involved. Any per age. Into opa, ubet me 2 letters, ejina hama, either of them. And I say, ubet me the 1 letter, ejina hama bako. Now face our rule near the amount twice, thrice, no, or they no apply in your second one so expression. Are you okay? Into young shad dear. Young funny say, yes, say Felicia, young free Felicia F. Felicia. And yes, sir. Now young free wine to be a sorry no, young friend A. Because almost ages are same near can you. Into Felicia age near F, a sorry age A. You boom. Or say 3 times the age of Felicia. 3 times the age of Felicia. So what I say? 3 times the age of Felicia. Anybody can catch or say, anytime who name to say times this animal. 3 times, twice. If you don't count 3 times, I say twice the age of Felicia. I say for 2 and multiply Felicia age. 2 times the age of Felicia. For 2 and multiply Felicia age. But question we will say 3 times the age of Felicia. I say for 3 and multiply Felicia age. And I actually say Felicia so the age F. And then I bet you 3F. What you say? Upon pan and amount. All right, young call. And I'll say is 4 times. Is need to say equal to. Is the other say is equal to. I say is. Into is. And I'll say is 4 more than the age of Asari. Patricia idea. Idea. More than, less than, ejinahoma plus or minus. And you automatically be a plus. If it's a plus and as a minus. If you question be or catch us more than this a plus or minus. My man will be. If you catch us say, ubi jinamin chain for the papa way. Me say me. My age is 3 years more than on only there. Why not penny? Me na me penny. But sir, 3 years more than on no. as a channel say be addition there I was say the 3 no count no age no abenya me age. What I say? So the 3 count no age abenya me age more than what apply. At the same time no, sa me age aka say me 3 years more than no. Ubetimi say you do the same thing, but this time they say me age and na unim and na open no age so 3 free me dey no nya ne dey. Do you get it? Enti more than no, ebetimi nya nkyerase mienu. Either say unim way age enti esan say ka say more than all the 3 na ye ka na ho na obenya me dey. And now say unim me age enti esan say ka say me more than obeti 3 na free me dey no nya we dey. Apply woman say anytime we come more than it just say others will be add number no and that's what be subtract. What I say? But you say can say twice, 3 times and no multiplication and that's be divided. Okay, it's your whole way. And I'll say is 4 more than the age of Asari. Tio 3 times the age of Feliciana is 4 more than the age of Asari. Say it is Felicia age multiplied by 3 and said the other 4 more than I saw the 4 years Asari age in the handle of 4 plus 8. I thought so it is more than we translated into be plus. Sa pono and one here times more than word problems and then so 2 3. All right. I feel young is a way fair. What was what I say? All right. Now I'll say in 3 years time. In 3 years time. In 3 years time. Who question pet? Now I didn't say in 3 years time. I was going say to WASSCE. Into Nuaba 3 years time. 3 years time. Then they be see. 3 years time. Then they be see. In the 3 years time, no, then they be see. Until now you come and write their ages in 3 years time. Can I say I didn't say the Felicia was the F. So what I say, and Asari to age A. In 3 years time, no, Felicia obedi say F plus 3. So what I say, and Asari to 3 years time obedi say A plus 3. So 3 years time, Bunabrim. To WASSCE Felicia be F plus 3. Aside be A plus 3. And also 3 years time no. The sum of their ages will be 30 years. 3 years time no. So for Felicia age. Now the car sorry age one okay 30. Then you take the F plus 3, then the A plus 3. No carbon, we should give you 30. In 3 years time, every time I say our F plus 3 plus A plus 3 will give you what? 30 years. But what I say, into young shade, into way, amount F plus A plus 6 is equal to 30. Now when you F plus A equal to 24. So when you 24 no, because the 6 now I'll subtract it when your first expression and you okay. Now we show way to swap 3F is equal to 4 plus A. What do we need here? Only say we say you bet me throw and say therefore 3F minus A is equal to 4. What do you mean? It wants to say there are 2 equations. But F plus A equal to 24. And I'm going to say then 3F minus A equal to what? 4. In the question is find their present ages. Into F and A na F. We want your simultaneous equation. And F. I'm going to say F for Sabbath here. Yeah, F. Do work calculator and answer all the ashim or no solve when you answer. One person there just go the long way. Now the elimination and substitution was solved. We because coefficients happen, we can just add them straight away. Into can we more saying, yeah, add it ha. Oh, add we are F plus we will 4F. Now we now call 0, no, we are 28 to her. 2 divided her by 4, 2 divided her by 4. What happens? We are going to get F is equal to 7. Watch what I say. Our F is going to be equal to 7. And Felicia was this 7 years. I say no. This is Felicia this 7 years. Again, is already say. Therefore, A will be what? 24 minus 7. And what is 24 minus 7? And also ever 17. Are you okay? So AJ is 17 years, Felicia is 7 years. What I say? It is our question that say a poor a woman a match no. That be a she says I don't know. Me pacho your revision course no. But more than the subscribe to our website so learnwestafrica.com. Then share word problems no. Over tia say fake. But for these problems, my cousin never means a very key. Sa never say times, more than, less than, 3 years time. They be a boom. Send a share no. Where sir we answer no. Felicia is 7 years old and Asari, yes, is 17 years old. That is their present ages. We are on deck 2016. Yen share objectives and so questions say by Ibini. Question 8. If x minus y is equal to 1 and 5x minus 2y is equal to minus 1, evaluate x plus y. All right, into deck question question 8 no and only x minus y is equal to 1, 5x minus 2y is equal to -1. Now question is we should evaluate x plus y. Then like I've always said, use a calculator objectives. Never solve the value of your x and y. When your x and y repair, you can just add it. Now I feel what's solve the but you multiply first expression by 2. 2 by 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. Okay. Now when you 5x minus 2y is equal to minus 1. So we subtract because they are the same. Into we will be from 3x. Okay. Now when you minus 1 minus 2 to when you minus 3. So your x is going to give you minus 1. Do you see that? Okay, so x is minus 1. When you x equal to minus 1, no, now they have to share original equation anymore. So you're going to have minus 1 minus y is equal to 1. So you have minus 1 minus 1 is equal to y into minus 2 y. But what I say, if our x is minus 1, our y is minus 2. Today, yes, we should evaluate x plus y into what is minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 to answer A. Question 9 change your subject. Or say, if t is equal to a minus m all over 1 plus am, find a in terms of t and m. Into question 9, no, send you didn't can read you know, and only t is equal to a minus m all over 1 plus am. And our problem is you make a the subject. So what do we do? Then you need to and you cross multiply. Okay, cross multiply. We remember faha. So you're going to have your t like this plus am is equal to a minus m. Waha. So let's try and expand this. This is going to give you t plus tam. Tam is equal to a minus m. Okay. All right. And what do we do? So you can bring the m here or whatever. They will show you into which match t am minus a is equal to minus m minus t. All right. You see, you factor out the value of factor out a, you know, into a into brackets tm minus 1 is equal to minus m minus t. Okay. To divide here, your a is going to give you minus m minus t all over tm minus 1. Now, you see, so we check question we carefully. One say, we say, negative no, like top no. It doesn't look familiar. I minus m minus t. Now we say you don't really see this one here, but there's a very important technique. Also, like factoring out the negative. Oh yeah, rational simplification say. So how to factor out the negative. Wait, much negative a p. Okay. The way you into your a is going to look at minus p. So the minus p. How about m minus nteha? Why m plus t? Okay, all over tm minus 1. What you want? Negative no factor no. Anytime I factorize a negative, say the negative wait inside the abas here. I change the whole bia into when your a can give you t plus m all over what? Minus 1 plus what? Tm. Into no. Into em share possible answers no. Why and then say? Okay. Why don't they say oh? Okay, so we minus now. Sorry, we minus one say negative in Baha. And okay, say negative for her. All right, so we are going to have negative here. Okay, then you have that. Okay, into negative will be have a minus tm. Now a plus. Into having 1 plus, no 1 minus tm. If I told you, I say, I will say about 1 minus tm. Negative will come with, but had the word into 1 minus tm. Into over him, answer need D. A is equal to T plus M. And then this year, 1 minus tm. So, T, and no wait me up, ama, Tina, question 9, Sana, ever so. Question 10, inequality. You're interested in your solve sign also. Solve 2 over 3 all into brackets x minus 1 greater than 1 over 2 into bracket x minus 2x plus 1 over 2. Okay, so question 10, you see and solve way, inequality way, and I am answers with then like we do for inequalities, no. I calculate to say equation, so you always pick the LCM with the denominators. Now they are multiplied. Okay, the LCM there then 3 and 2 is 6, and we have 3 terms. We have 1 term, we have another term. So we use the LCM 3 times. Okay, until the 6 we multiply now all the 6 if anyway we see any, and then we see we will try with 2. Okay, if one of them out 4 into bracket x minus 1 greater than, now we will try with 1 3. 1 minus 2x, okay? Now we swap with 1 3. Hope you're okay. Fine. So we expand that. What do we get? We're going to get 4x minus 4 greater than 3 minus 6x plus 3. All right. So now let's try and resolve them. We have 4x. Now do we have a count? 10x straight greater than. Now we swap 3 plus 3 so 6. Not plus 4. But also, 10x greater than 10. So our x is greater than 1. So the x greater than 1, we choose B. Inequalities there, I calculate this equation. They be dynamic. The only changes when you begin to divide by a negative number. When I sign, I will say changing. And yes, I have inequality. Nya upper cramp, I just you in your film. Let's solve this equation. Wait. Until we answer for question 10, no, A, B. Question 13, A, factorization. Yeah, or say factorize 7 minus 6x minus x squared. So 13, or say we should factorize 7 minus 6x minus that. You want to factorize. So the principle is still the same. Also, we have factorization. I some done no sana kakosha. But don't get confused. What I say, the answers are very simple. So what you can do is that you can rewrite it. Rewrite it, you can just write at the very beginning. Then so it will be minus x squared. So what I say, minus 6x plus 7. See now. See now. Until the open so yeah, and say so we are. Most of factorization is very easy for us to use this. So like coefficient. Into a calculator worker, you can just use a calculator. Now they are bashing. Ubashim will be your answer. Answer now bashing. Ubenyano, opikipe. Now they are sheshe x na nimuanya. Yes, I said there. Let's go through this. We know factor out negative. No, see. Now we need x squared. How have I done a plus 6x? Now I minus 7. But what I say? See now we know. So then you just factorize what is here. In 2 factorize, then I open the 2 factors of 7 now with me. I add done it and number when you're 6. Into then 7 the prime number. Into factors if you pay 1 and 7. Into which of them can you adjust it? Into a minus 1. Into minus 1 plus 7. A more positive 6. Into we say you're factorizing inside that. Kawa binya bit say x minus 1 x plus 7. But what I say? I mean this is what you're going to get. All right, this is what you're going to get. Into what happens if you push a negative in there? Into with negative nuclear sharing so we x minus 1 wɔ ha na x plus 7 negative no ma wetumi anyama mienu either so negative akɔ first bracket and negative ka second bracket no etumi affect no mienu mo okay either negative will affect the first bracket or the second one so negative will affect the first bracket na dia and hanaba be dane 1 minus x but what you say because minus better than plus now x na negative now we now acquire x plus 7 see yeah says our answer and 1 minus x plus 7 at them so cool you just choose C as your answer what we what you say but if I look up we can a b na we na anko shim say negative ni ko ha e bit ma be 7 minus x x minus 1 but one says also answer is 7 minus x no but that is also a possible answer 7 minus x times x minus 1 into so ocean but for this one there you be choose to see into question 13 answer na there a c so what I say yeah question 46 no another interesting question or say simplify 1 over 4 m squared minus 9n squared all over 1 over 4 into brackets half m minus 3n brackets close. Yeah, share 46 no send a question in chair no see yeah simplify we and what my answers A to D. The immediate one we bit me there alpha. So we'll just try and see what best we can do. Now shade ha share. Oh. If you make catch out say square then difference of two squares. So what names are all right, difference of two squares. B square. Anytime you can represent two squares, I wait minus a a difference of two squares. And I'm going to back up a plus b in one bracket, a minus b in another bracket. Yeah, share as well. Once say 1 over 4 m squared, 9 squared. Anka m squared, n squared. Just a problem. But her numbers no. But must I don't confuse you. You see, most times a question is about two no. If you're not letters no, it crack a square. But numbers no, so even a perfect square. Perfect square, so I'm going to say any number which we multiply by itself, like I have a square number, which we find the square root easily. It's any time we attach square number, just a number which we find the square root to a letter and also square. No, still wait when you see difference of two squares now there. As all. Say revision course no so or they are subscribe. Who say example so we there. Come up. All right. Into here 1 over 4. 1 over 4. Which one taking the square root? About half, because half and half here, 1 over 4. 9 is so bit taking the square root. In side we see one. In fact, I have to say you 1 over 2m all squared. Numerator and something that make you minus 3n all squared. Do you see that? Do you see that? So number half squared remember 1 over 4. Now 3 squared number 9. It's a difference of two squares. All right. Into here simplify numerator now. Because all them say BBH then you share numerator. Into so on bed a plus b in one bracket, a minus b in another bracket. It have be half m minus 3n. Okay. Now I go then like plus. Now I so half m minus 3n. Okay. I see how now divide half by 1 over 4 into bracket half m minus 3n. Into one be call. To show we over we. Yes, sir. This guy will take off that. So we are going to have half m plus 3n a divided 4. Till we form the basro. Send out the multiplicative rules, like divisive rules. No. The 4 will come on top. Now I bet change. Automatically, no. What do we get there? About answer be D. Okay. So your D 4 into brackets half m plus 3n no. And then our question 46 no. Sir. The difference of two squares and I am one so. Now I am share theory question with question 1 B or say given that 1 over x plus 2 over y is equal to 1 over z, express y in terms of x and z. Into we question 1b no. 1b. Any the ocean inequality video numa 2015 say solve boom ti how the yen touch it. Send be the question reading and one. Yes, so we should find y in terms of x. Y in terms of x and z. Simple. We change your subject question. Okay, so we look for the LCM. So 1 over x plus 2 over y is equal to 1 over z. 1 over z. Okay, we say y in terms of that. So let's make y the subject. What do we do? Which means very simple. Which means simple and then they say, baby, y one man faco into way for we so we have 2 over y is equal to 1 over z minus 1 over x. Okay, so what do we do? So now we will now take the y to go there and subtract. Opa with me add the 2 now could divide it, right? Or you can just compress that and over. But as much as possible, you can also use the normal trying to find the LCM of that. Go by use one. Algebraic fractions, you know. What's going to be the LCM? About x, y, z. Okay. Into we x, y, z, x, y, z, x, y, z. Okay. That's the LCM, the least common multiple. All right. Into we amount 2z, 2x, z. I mean, z not 2 with 15 because z ne toya ne 2 ni say. Okay. Now we actually know xy. Okay. Now we sway then. We sway then yz. And yes, minus yz. So, okay. Until we factor out the y, to bring y into brackets x minus z. Now we sum out 2 x z. So you divide here by what? X minus z. What divide here by that? What divide also by then? X minus z. So what happens? We be try with your y will be equal to 2xz all over there x minus z. What I say? So that's how you make y the subject of the relation. Question 1b, no,